Hello and welcome to Dialogue. I'm Zhou in Beijing. The idea of smart home has been receiving a lot of attention here in China. Increased research and development have injected new technology into this emerging industry. So how does a smart home actually work? And how can it change people's lives? With internet companies and traditional home appliance companies both competing in this market for a smart home, which will be more competitive? And what role will intelligent robots and virtual reality play in the home of the future? To talk about these, I'm joined in the studio by Mr. Liang Bin, Principal Hardware Engineer from Horizon Robotics, and Mr. Ye Chengguang, CEO of Beijing Auto Tech. And later on, we'll also talk to Mr. Huang Peng, Vice Regional Manager of Gree Group in Zhuhai, and Mr. Fang Jin, Director of Clipai Product Design Center from Tencent in Shenzhen. But before we get started, let's take a look at this.
Home can be this smart.
叮咚叮咚，我回来了。
叮咚叮咚，我睡觉了。叮咚叮咚，打开小熊加湿器。
操作成功。
Still at its nascent stage, the smart home industry has already attracted a number of Chinese wunderkind, such as Alibaba, Xiaomi, Gree and Suning. With the internet, software technology and mobile internet growing, big data, machine learning and improved artificial intelligence in particular, the dream of a fully automated and connected home where control of every device is at its owner's fingertips seems to be getting closer.
Right now, the smart home market in China is kind of just getting off the ground. It's a fairly new concept, but there's a lot of potential for growth. Right now, in terms of size, it's around $5 billion total, all told. That's somewhere between an eighth to a tenth the size of the market in the United States, for example. On the other hand, it's growing very quickly. We're projecting about 30 to 40% growth annually over the next 3 to 5 years.
Despite the rapid growth of the industry both in China and abroad, some analysts say it's early days because most of the devices on the market require different apps and do not follow the same standard.
It's very confusing right now, and that's what's holding people back. Even though people say they want it, when they start to actually dig into it, they realize how complicated and how hard it is to make these things work together.
So, are we heading towards a smart home revolution soon? Let's wait and see.
You're now watching Dialogue. Today's topic is smart home. But what exactly is smart home, and what are the features of a smart home? Mr. Ye, what do you think is the basic principles and characters of a smart home?
I think smart home is connecting should be very modern, and everybody has to use a kind of a different kind of a modern device, like modern electronic cooking machines and electronics like robots, like electronics modern TV, and they can connecting with your apps. Maybe you can control your apps and then control all the things and make all the devices connecting together. That's the basic phenomenon that people will see what is smart homes. But actually, smart homes should have the normal interface to connecting with each other. And then a smart home can make you a comfortable home and cozy situation.
And Mr. Liang, what do you think are the technologies behind these ideas of being a smart home? What drives the growth of smart home?
Yeah, in my opinion, technically they have the three parts. First part, like a sensor, and it actually be the sensor in the home. Like the sensor can sense the environment, the sensor temperature, moisture, or even some other light strength and so on. Particularly, they have the kind of the smart home have the camera sensor, have the microphone. That is kind of the sensor technology, the first one.
To collect information.
Yeah, collect the information and sense the environment. So this is the first part. The second one could be the connectivity, like Gree is doing very well. There could be some other electrical devices connected together. This is already well done. So the third part, we think we should focus on intelligence. That means each the devices should have their own decision-making capability. So we are focused on that.
So each devices and appliances can actually be connected, and they can also talk to each other and make decisions on their own.
Yeah, sure. First they're connected, then they can make a slight decision by their own.
So in which way do you think all these applications can change people's lives, and in which direction? So people will not do housework at all.
Yeah, maybe I think the future.
You would just sit by and
Yeah.
be served by all kinds of appliances.
Yeah.
Working in concert.
Yeah, because I saw maybe a German company. It's a startup company. It's a CEO. He broke his arm. You know, he invented by himself. He's a scientist. He built his real arm, but it's a robot arm. But it is using the human skin, and it very easy can do everything that people can do in daily time. So I think in the future, like 10 or 20 or 1-2 decades, I think the future with the deep learning, artificial intelligence, all the technology will mature, and then the robots or other things can helping you. You don't have to control the home. Yeah.
I was told that actually in 1984,
Yeah.
the idea first appeared in the United States. There is a myth that the home of Microsoft founder has been a very smart home. He controlled everything inside his home, but it seems it has not been so popular now in China. Is it because of the technology? Is it because of the user base? It's not
I think there's a lot of reasons. First thing is that time it's like a research period. I mean, research period is like the prototype period. You can't have you cannot cost down all the price. Like you have a machine, you even have a smart device. You should cost down all the price, like your intelligence TV, intelligence telephonics. But now, you know, China with Foxconn, like these tycoon companies, they are very they have a very mass production in these devices. Like Shenzhen, you have a lot of startups and the company and entrepreneurs. They're doing the things, and these factories can make very fast. You know, in the United States, like Best Buy, there are a lot of devices were manufactured in China. I mean, at that time, like you said, in 1994, it's very early time, and cost, price, and the popularity, and even nobody knows what is the AI. And now everybody knows VR, AR, and AI. So I think people, for the normal people, they have basically like education about knowing the things, and then going to like a very beginning period to getting used that, and then with the low price of all the products, and everybody can use that.
And have the Chinese company already realized there is a huge potential in this area, and what they have been doing to cash in on this?
For Horizon Robotics, we aim to provide the total solution to the customer. Like we provided the software, hardware, and even some intelligent chips. So we are first proposed the AI chip in China, even global wide. So we already delivered the product.
And what kind of appliances are using your chips?
We roughly the plan. We can get some chip or even some chip samples next years. This is our plan.
And in what areas? What kind of appliances?
Before that, we use the commercial platform to deliver the Google Anderson platform to the customer. The capability, the consumer can confess to the kind of some the electric devices like a register or air conditioner. The devices can detect the gesture or the face recognition like that.
And your observation, what are the Chinese companies been focusing on in terms of smart home building?
Yeah, I think according to this idea, if you're talking about smart home, I think our startup company, we should focus on how to design the hardware and how to make the much easier to control, like the UI interface, and how to make it much cheaper. A good example is Xiaomi. Xiaomi developed some kind of drums and like cooking machines and even air conditioning things, like air. I mean, something for.
But they are smart air conditioners.
Yeah,
smart
they're smart air
cookers.
conditioning. They're smart, very smart, because you maybe use apps just control that, and not that expensive. I mean, it's almost comparing to the high class of our Chinese first brand. I mean, these brands. It's not. I mean, that's not bad. That because Chinese have a lot of people. We have maybe 1 more billion people. So we need a very cheap but good quality things. That's Mr. Lee always said in his interviews. I agree with that, because at that time we should need a lot of people to use that, and we can improve our life much better.
And now we have another guest online. That's Mr. Huang Peng, Vice Regional Manager of Gree Group in Zhuhai. I understand that your company has always been working to your advantage, and there is a smartphone project aiming to be compatible with your intelligent home appliances of different sorts. What kind of a competitive edge do you have that can provide for this kind of development?
Well, actually, Gree Phone is really a significant step for Gree smart home system. Of course, meanwhile, we are also improving our full range of smart home appliances products as well. And we will build Gree smart home management system, which is able to control full range of Gree's products. Comparing with intelligent control of one single product, Gree's smart home is more meaningful because Gree realized interaction and intelligent control for all range of home appliances. Not only do we have the smart product, we also have intelligent management system, and Gree applies the smart control technology to energy management system, air treatment system, refrigerators, and small home appliances.
So you actually want to create a whole ecosystem for all the appliances that you've been producing.
Yes.
But that means you have to create your own operating system. Is it compatible with all the devices and home appliances that users are going to buy? Because I presume some of them will buy other brands.
Of course. Currently, as I have mentioned earlier, that this platform or this software app is able to control all of Gree's products. And I believe because now still in China there's no company who can make a platform that is compatible for all products from different manufacturers. But I think the important thing is that for the development of smart home is that we need more cooperation between companies, and also we need to have more development in the smart product technology itself. And in the future, I think it is possible that we may make it an open platform to be able to compatible with other products.
So you're willing to provide an open platform for this kind of cooperation?
Yeah, it's possible.
Can you give me an idea how this platform will look like?
For sure, this kind of interactive platform will need very close cooperation with companies like Ali or Tencent, these kind of companies. Because if we are talking about smart home, one single product is not smart home. You have to combine all these smart products together, and this requires the cooperation with these companies.
And what is your vision for smart home development in the years to come? What is the time frame of the company's strategy in this area?
Well, Gree is dedicated to build a comprehensive smart home appliances manufacturing ecosystems, as you mentioned. And now, actually, Gree has already engagement in the R&D and the production of automation equipment, industrial robots, and service robot, etc. And also, as I mentioned, Gree Phone is a significant step, and the second generation of Gree Phone is already been launched. It's the center of Gree's smart home system. and also the acquisition of in-long energy is undergoing. With the advanced technology in lithium titanate battery and energy storage battery, we will build an intelligent energy system.
So not just a home appliance system, but also energy system, a very ambitious plan. We have another guest on the line, Mr. Fang Jin, Director of Klipa Product Design Center from Tencent in Shenzhen. Well, Mr. Fang, you are from an internet company. We've been talking about this, that actually traditional home appliance companies, internet companies, and cell phone makers all joining the market. What do you think of the competitive edges of different companies in joining the home, the smart home industry?
Okay, I think for so many companies, they try to rush into the smart device or smart home industry or the market. We think we not only compete each other, we can partnership with each other, we can help each other. For example, like Gree, they are very good at making home appliances. Well, the Tencent, we are very good at it. Connect people, connect services, and connect smart devices with the internet. So we can help each other. And the Tencent, we have the QQ IoT, which is a very good open platform to connect different hardware, different smart devices, and all the QQ IoT enabled devices can be connected as a QQ friend. And so people, instead of installing so many applications to remote control their devices, they can add their devices as a QQ friend in their QQ list. So this helps a lot with people and the manufacturers.
But do you plan to produce home appliances and connect them with your users?
For internet company to build smart device is quite challenging. But thanks to ecosystem of today, you can find partners and suppliers in this industry. Okay, for example, for Tencent, recently we built this wearable camera, which is clippy. You can clip on and record their everyday life and their travel. And thanks to the lens, to the sensor, to the CPU, all these partners and suppliers, they help Tencent to make this little camera possible. While Tencent also use our capability to design a very good user experience to deliver this device to market. This is the way how internet company to build smart devices.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fang, and thank you, Mr. Huang, for your take on this. But who will be the standard bearer in this area? We will talk about this later on in this edition of Dialogue. Don't go away.
一定要以用户为导向才有市场。比如说，我们任何一个家庭，你不可能用一个品牌的产品，对吧？你肯定电脑啊，我的这个空调，我的电视啊，我的这个厨房用的电器、洗衣机什么的，我用的都是不同品牌，包括我们家里的这些，比如照明啊，门窗啊，门锁呀、这些所谓的带有智能的这种产品，它一定是要基于一个开放共性的一个平台上。 第三方的平台上，它才有实质的应用价值。
智能硬件的话，相当于是一个品质提升，一个的话，一个很大的一个提升的一个体系。最后发现智能时代的来的时候，深圳的山寨体系在崩盘。为什么会崩盘的话，就是因为的话，一旦的话，智能硬件未来是服务的一个支撑的一个载体的话，哈，它会很多频次的使用，并且长时间的使用，而这种使用会跟云端呢直接相连。 而在这种情况下的话，只有好的品质才能会衍生更多的服务价值。
在一个那个互联网和高科技的时代哈，我们都知道，其实对整个人类文明的推动呢，它其实核心的有两个方面，一个方面就是语言本身，一个方面就是我们人类的这个技术的进步。那么高科技的进步呢，可能有一个方面会在我们的这个大众不太了解的，我们以为机器人的它的那个语言呢，就是说是缺乏我们人的这种就是本质的属性呢，其实不是这样的。我们人工智能呢，实际上就等于是可以把全球的古往今来的 这种大师的最好的这个东西都集中起来。
那么对比我们现在机器人产业来说的话，也是这样子。我们可以看到国外很多的企业专注于某项技术，把它做精做好。比如说，我们就是拿这个 AlphaGo 来说，它其实不是一个很实用的机器人，它只会下围棋，但是它在这个上头精益求精。
那么在媒体领域，以往我们觉得媒体这个特别依赖媒体人的这个脑力，但是在未来，媒体人的脑力会和这个人工智能结合起来。我们说广一点，比如说谷歌的搜索引擎，大家都以为它是搜索引擎，但是它其实是在利用用户的访问来开发它的人工智能，因为用户的每一次访问都是在教育这个谷歌的这个智能怎么去回答问题。那国内现在也有这样一个智能媒体的雏形，有很多媒体开始用这个算法推荐新闻，它表面上看是一个新闻媒体，但是它其实是一个用户数据的收集器。你的每一次点击，你点击不同的新闻，你的不同兴趣，都会帮助它识别你是一个什么样的人。那我觉得未来这个媒体，将会成为一个处理信息的一个大脑。
Welcome back to Dialogue. Today we're talking about smart home. Well, Mr. Huang and Mr. Fang, they're from different companies, home appliances and internet companies. They all want to be a player in this. But it seems there's still a lack of industry standards, how to integrate different resources, how to create a platform that incorporates everybody, and how can we make sure that everybody can talk and work with each other? What is the right way to do this?
Yeah, I think it's very hard but now at this time we can't have a normal interface like we have all Android system, but every company wants to win, so they have their own principle. They don't have a normal standard.
So is it correct understanding that we haven't created for example, iOS or Android system for this entire industry yet? Everybody is trying its own
to
version
win. Yeah, they're trying to win. I think in the future maybe the cooperation or even build alliance to build a very, very normal standard for everybody can use that. If not, it'll be very, very hard to integrate all these smart devices together, because they want to control by a robots maybe.
Smart home is associated with a lot of technology, internet, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, how these technologies interact with one another, and what is the vision for future smart home that will probably incorporate all those things?
In the future, device first should be connected to the internet, connected to every devices.
This is what we call Internet of all things.
The Internet of the things. Secondly, there could be some artificial intelligence inside the devices. That means each devices have some decision-making capability. This is the future, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter AR, VR, AI. All things should be IoT things in smart home, because everything should be connecting to the cloud or the data calculation. Like the AR things we bring here is like a glass. This glass is called cool glass, but if you wear the glass at home, you can do the decoration of if you buy a new house, you can put the sofa there, you can put the bed there, and then you can put the air conditioning here. And then, all in all, you can see that, all right, I want decoration like this. But normally the way it's like you bring a sofa or buy a sofa and then find you don't want like that. So if you here, you can control that. But if you like this, it can make you augmented reality play a very important role in the decoration things. But also virtual reality is also the same. If you wear a helmet or even like a Google Cardboard, things like that, you wear VR devices, and you can enjoy the entertainment things. Now the young people.
I understand all these stuff. The augmented reality, smart reality has increased people's abilities to know and control the world. But my problem is, will human beings really trust the technology or machines to let them know what I'm thinking, to let them decide what I'm going to do, to let them show what my preferences are? isn't there an ethical question here to let my personal information be controlled by machine and shared probably by those who control the machine?
Yeah, this concern is quite reasonable. So, machine could have some criteria to what to do or what not to do. This is programmed by the human being. That should be there. So, I heard some kind of the concern of the worry. Even some very famous the people in Moscow, they worry about the future. So, but in the other hand,
it's a matter of where the boundary is between humans and artificial intelligence and the digital world.
Some people give some boundary. Some people give the 3 rule of some to the artificial machine to like that, like a Transformer movie. So, but I mean, on the other hand, so you can feel the smart, you can feel the AI machine, you can feel the convenience, the power, the energy saving, very good advantage for your life.
So, Mr. Ye,
yeah, what I was thinking about
it is gonna world that we control the world,
that is
or
a very
us.
That is a very deep question. I mean to the philosophy things, because Elon Musk was saying that I like scientists, but I don't want to controlled by the machine things. Mr. Liang was
it
working.
Looks like a smart home world is everything will controlled by machines.
Yeah, you don't want to be controlled because humans don't want to be controlled. You don't want to be beat, right? Because you know the AlphaGo competed with the Google guys, so they wins and lose, but. Now it's wins and lose things, but in the future, maybe with the deep learning technology things, with the AI technology, it's going to a very high level. At that time, you're going to be very worrying about the things. So Elon Musk say, I like scientists, but I don't want to be controlled. So in my opinion, I would think about it in the future. I don't know the point, like 2013, 15, 14, I don't know. Beyond that point, the machine, even like microphone, he can transform or even can talk with a very, very intelligent thinking things. Then we have a problem because they are learning you. You like the movies we call 铁甲钢拳. It's kind of robotics learning from the kids, and his father is a fighter, but the robots can learn from his father.
But in essence, are you an optimist or a pessimist about that?
I was positive for the things because I think of human. They have a method to control the things, but sometimes you know if the robot things or smart device they have a human thinking, they may use the bad things, but we human were for good, for we have a message to control that. So like the cars, if you have a car, you can hit somebody, make somebody dead.
What about you, Mr. Liang?
I think the human definitely can control the machine because human have the emotion. This is the point of the different gap between the human and the machine, and this is my personal opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with this cautional optimism, and on that note, we end this edition of Dialogue. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the talks.
Thank you.
And see you again next time. Goodbye.